It is that time again. It is time for some more cruise comments. And I got 3 new ones for you today. I got one because this particular city only gets the oldest, worst cruise ships and just doesn't get the proper respect. I got one about the muster drill. Got to go back to the old muster drill because, well, you know what? The crew, they're just not trained properly. And why is the crew up eating with the passengers? They shouldn't be in line in front of me. Chris here with High Seas Cruising, and welcome to today's video and this week's episode of What Every Cruiser Wants. So let's jump right on in and let's see if these comments and these cruisers can teach us what we need to know about cruising. Are they right or are they wrong? Yet more disrespect for New Orleans from Carnival's brand ambassador John Heald. He called our po' boy sandwich a pep boy sandwich. His humor is absurd and unprofessional and unwarranted. Not only did we get the 2 worst ships, not only do we never get a new ship, but we have to put up with this kind of stupidness. It is obvious that Carnival and John Heald only care about Galveston. New Orleans is a place to visit and enjoy before the cruise. It is one of the safest cities with some of the richest culture in America. When will we get some respect? All right, so you got to write a comment to John, who happens to live over in the UK and doesn't know the name of a sandwich in your town. You only get the 2 worst ships out there because Carnival only loves Galveston. And New Orleans is the safest city in America. So what do you guys think of all of that? Now, I will say New Orleans definitely is full of culture. It has a very rich culture, a very rich history. It is a very great place to go visit. Lots to see, lots to do. I don't know if it's the safest place in America, but I will definitely say it does have a lot of culture and history. I can completely agree with that. I don't know that they have the worst cruise ships out there. They have the Valor, and I believe they have the Liberty. But, you know, there's a few factors that go into whether or not a cruise port can even get one of the newer, bigger ships. It's not just a matter of your city is being disrespected, but what if the cruise port can't handle a newer, bigger ship? How about the cruise channel, the way the ship has to come in? Does it have enough room to maneuver, enough room to dock? Can the terminal handle a number of new passengers, coming in and out? There is a lot more that goes into it other than just, hey, here you go, have a brand new cruise ship. But you guys let me know what you guys think. Do you think that New Orleans is getting the shaft? Do they have the 2 worst cruise ships out there? And is this comment right? And they are just not getting the proper respect. The muster drill. Should we do it the old way where we all gather out on the deck? Or is everybody happy with the new version, the e-muster? You watch a little video on your electronic device or in your room cabin there on the TV. Then you go down to your muster station, have your card scanned, see a life jacket demonstration. Then you go about enjoying your cruise. Very easy, very simple. And I know a lot of people really like the new muster drill. But not everybody apparently likes the new muster drill, as this comment will clearly demonstrate. I saw a YouTube video and read on cruise critic boards that Carnival will be returning to the proper way of doing the muster drill and scrapping the current format. I am diamond with you, and I salute this decision. The chaos that would be from this new muster drill would be that passengers would not have the experience of walking to their muster stations with everyone else on board. Not just sauntering down when you feel like it. Also, the lack of training of the crew is obvious. The old method has been tried and found to be the best over decades of use. And standing there, packed and sweating like sardines, may give some guests a bit of humility about saving their life. Go back to it and do it now, before it is too late. All right, I want to start off by saying this much. And this may sound a bit odd coming from a YouTube content creator, but you know what? Not everything that is put out on the internet is true. Not every story put out by a YouTube creator is accurate. Okay? And definitely stuff put out on a cruise critic board, that's not always accurate either, because guess what? Carnival is not going back to the old muster drill. They never said they were going back to the old muster drill. Disney Cruise Lines went back to the old muster drill, not Carnival. So just to start off, that the entire premise of this particular comment is wrong. Okay? With the new e-muster drill, you still have to go to your muster station. So you have to walk there, you have to see a life jacket demonstration, and you have to have your room key scanned. So you still physically have to go to your muster station, so you do know where it is. And who out there really believes that the crew is untrained and that it's just so obvious? I think the crew are some of the best trained people, and I can't think of the number of times we're in a port and you see the crew actually training, doing emergency drills, lowering the lifeboats, going through all of the steps, practicing what they need to know. So I personally believe in the crew. I trust in the crew. And I don't think that being packed outside like a bunch of sardines sweating is really going to teach humility. But you guys are going to have to let me know what you think. Is there any validity to this comment? Should we go back to the old muster drill? Is it the right thing to do? Are we good with the new e-muster drill? I'm good with the new one, but how about you guys? What do you think? Is there any validity to this comment? And finally, crew members eating up on the Lido deck. Now, who honestly has a problem if you are up on the Lido deck and you see a crew member getting some lunch? Who does that really bother? Well, I can tell you this much. Apparently, it bothered the person that wrote this comment. I think for sure I will get flamed for this. I do have the support of many members of the Blank Facebook group. I was on the cruise last week. I wanted to eat on Mongolian, and 20 members of crew were ahead of us, preventing us from going there. Crew people and workers should not be allowed any time to eat where the guests eat. Take that to the vote. I read the comments below this particular comment, what other people thought about this, and yes, this individual completely got flamed because most cruisers, cruisers like me, cruisers like y'all, we enjoy seeing the crew. We enjoy interactions with the crew. The general consensus in the comments was also, who has ever actually seen 20 crew members get in line for lunch on the Lido deck all at the exact same time? A couple here, a couple there, yes, but 20 of them? And let's just hypothetically say there was 20. Would 20 people in line in front of you prevent you from getting your lunch, or does it just mean you have to wait a little bit longer? Now, I've had crew members in line with me before while I'm up on the Lido deck, whether it's in the buffet line, Guy's Burgers, someplace like that. And believe it or not, more times than I can count, I've tried to put the crew members in front of me. It's like, hey, you're working, I'm on vacation, you get in line in front of me. In 99.9% of the time, I cannot even get them to go in front of me. They insist that they go to the back of the line, even though I'm insisting that they go to the front of the line, at least in front of me. So I kind of find it hard to believe that there's 20 crew members blocking you from getting something to eat. And then the fact that this commenter believes that crew members should never be allowed to eat any place that there are guests, to me that's insane. Crew members are part of the experience. I've said it before, I'll say it again, that if I'm eating up on the Lido deck, if you see me sitting there eating, and you, especially if you are a crew member, you are always welcome to come sit at my table and eat with me. I'll always be happy to have you, always be happy to have a conversation with you. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of cruisers out there that also feel that way, but we'll find out in the comments below. Do you guys have any issues with crew members eating on the Lido deck? Do you think they should have to hide and eat their meals somewhere where they can never be seen by guests? Because this commenter wanted to take it to a vote, so let's take it to a vote. Is this person right, or is this person just absolutely wrong? And that's going to be our video for this week for what every cruiser wants. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think of these three comments. Are these three people right, or are these three people just plain wrong? You guys let me know. I hope you have enjoyed today's video. If you have, do me a favor and hit that like button. If you haven't done so yet, do me a favor and hit subscribe. It is free to do so. Helps our channel grow. Let you know anytime we put out a new video. Hope everyone out there is having a really great day and a really great weekend. And like always, we will see you out on the high seas.